With some wild volatility going on in the cryptocurrency space today, everybody's calling it Black Monday. Everybody's looking to the doom and gloom. Everybody's looking for these tariffs to destroy the world. Guys, do you really think this is the end? Like, do you think this is the end of the free world as we know it? We're gonna spiral into abyss. Free trade is going to crumble. No, guys, this is not the end. Right? We've been through so many situations like this, and every single time a rebound has occurred, sending the markets to new all-time highs. Does it happen overnight? No. But what we're experiencing right now is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you actually go back in the stock market and you look at the last few times that we have hit the 200-day moving average, the year 2000, the dot-com bubble bursting, 2008, the real estate market collapsing. 2020, with all of the lockdowns that went on, we had a pullback during the previous administration that brought us down to the 200-day moving average, not the exponential. And what we're doing right now is approaching that 200-day moving average. Now could be an amazing time to buy. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Shiba Inu coin, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, Bitcoin might be headed for 72,000. Dogecoin hitting critical support, and Shiba Inu coin whales are taking control. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these in detail in this video because clearly it's a lot of information. But let's just take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin falling down, touching $79,000 right now. Actually falling all the way down to about $74,000. If you come look at Bitcoin on the daily today, wicking down to 74,400, already back up nearly 10% to $79,000. A very nice rebound off of these lows. Now, I don't know if this is the end. Clearly, the entire market is going to follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to bounce back up, excellent. If Bitcoin decides to sell off, we're going to have a little bit of a sell-off in the rest of the crypto market as well. But Bitcoin bouncing back beautifully today after a very, very large decline throughout the night. Shiba Inu coin. Shiba Inu coin bouncing back as well, touching about 1,000 points per coin, guys. 1,030 points per coin, bouncing back, already up nearly 100 points per coin, nearly 10% to 1,130 points per coin. And if you go out and you look at, I don't know if I have Dogecoin up on the list here. I don't. But Dogecoin following suit as well. Dogecoin back up to 1,480 points per coin after bottoming even lower. Now, the entire market is showing massive volatility today, but people are buying this dip. You know who's, and I mean, it's obvious that they're buying the dip, right? Prices are up from where they were. But you know who's buying the dip? It's not retail. Guys, retail is afraid out of their minds right now. They're sitting on a level of 17 extreme fear. Retail's selling. Retail is losing. Whales and institutions are buying. Now, they could sit there and tell you all day long that Donald Trump is going to ruin the world, and he's a terrible person, and he's the epitome of evil, and that you should sell off of all your assets so that you can scrape by and have a little left to hold on to. These are the same guys that are out there buying. These are the same guys that are out there buying that dip. These are the same guys that are going to ride these prices higher and make massive amounts of money. So what do? Do we fall victim to the fear? Absolutely not. You look at it straight in the face and you make a logical decision, not an emotional decision. So Bitcoin is coming back down a little bit, bouncing off some lows. Dogecoin on its way to its last level of support at about 14 cents. Now Dogecoin holding on to that 14-cent mark at the current point in time. And Shiba Inu coin, SHIB giving up. Not necessarily in terms of people buying, but Shiba Inu coin giving up a few of these levels of support that it had. That 1,200 point per coin level of support, broken. 1,100 points per coin, broken. Testing that 1,000 point per coin level this morning and bouncing back up a little. Holding on to that for the moment and back up above the 1,100. We saw the price action play out. It says the low and primarily red volume indicates a decline in interest and a rise in selling pressure. A relief bounce could be triggered by the relative strength index as it's approaching oversold territory at about 40.5. The scenario is unlikely to occur, though, unless there is a surge in purchasing activity. Shiba Inu coin's on-chain activity where true power dynamic is found. According to the data, a small number of whale addresses hold more than 70% of Shiba Inu coin's entire supply. Now, please keep in mind, that includes addresses, Robinhood, Coinbase, and so on. So it does skew the statistics. Yes, those assets, that Shiba Inu coin is in custody of Robinhood, but it does not belong to Robinhood. It is essentially lent to Robinhood by people who choose to hold on that centralized exchange, which is why I believe it is, and I'll talk a little bit about this at the end of the video too, it has never been more important to hold your assets on the blockchain, right? Best Wallet. You get a free download in the description below. It's Google Play. It's on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. It is your access to the blockchain. You own your asset, not giving it, not loaning it, not putting it in the custody of anybody else like Robinhood, Coinbase, Crypto.com, and so on. It says SHIB may experience a liquidity crisis if these whales start to offload, which would quickly drive the price down. Of course it would, but Robinhood can't offload, right? Robinhood, Coinbase can't go out there and offload other people's assets. It doesn't make sense. So when you talk about the whales for Shiba Inu coin, just know that that means the I guess, institutions that are in custody of Shiba Inu coin, not the owners of Shiba Inu coin. On the other hand, a sharp decline may be avoided if whales accumulate or stagnate, particularly in the Shibarium ecosystem. And nobody cares about the Shibarium ecosystem. But anyway, if you come back out here to the meme coin market cap, we are seriously experiencing a decline today. 7% declines, but 287% increase in volume today. This is a massive increase in volume as traders are scurrying to load up, as traders are panicking. There's a lot of indecision in the market right now. I've made my decision, and it's very, very easy. Guys, I am committed to this game. I am committed. I am going to make a lot of money in this cryptocurrency market. I have made my mind up, and I am not going to waver. I am not going to give up. As a matter of fact, all of the fear, every time I see a level of 17 extreme fear like this, when it posts the word extreme on there, I am buying. I bought this morning. I will continue to buy as this extreme fear sets in. I am buying as others are fearful, and I am selling as others. Of course, I'm not selling just yet because others aren't greedy, but I will be selling as others are greedy. It is a very easy trade plan, and when you set out to do it, it takes all the emotion away. I want to know what you guys are doing. Let me know down in the comments below if this fear is making you sell or if this fear is making you buy. And if it is, you guys have links for the KSX exchange down in the description below. By far one of the best exchanges I have seen in the United States. The selection is incredible. They allow you to trade on up to 100x leverage, and they've got the cheapest fees in the entire industry. 0% futures fees for maker and taker on Shiba Inu coin, 0.01% on tokens like XRP and crypto like Bitcoin. So you look at the fees if you want. They are very low. But nonetheless, excellent exchange. I am holding on Best Wallet. So let me know what you guys are doing with it all down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.